Good evening. Wanted to spend a couple of minutes sharing my opinion regarding Barack Obama's speech, more perfect union speech this morning. Before I do that, I want to share with you a very good friend of mine here. Mimi, say hi. Who are you going to vote for? That's a good kitty. Good boy, good boy. Okay, now let me go back to speaking. This is Neo, by the way. We have three more cats. Actually, two more cats. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Barack Obama today, I think, was put in a situation that I don't believe he wanted to be here. I don't believe he wanted to have to address the race issue in the way, in the manner that he did today. But I think that it's actually better if we have to deal with this now and sort of get it out of the way, put it out there. He's still ahead in the race. He still has what mathematically at least is an impossible lead for Hillary to break into. Now, if there's a catastrophic lack of support based on this, what I personally see as a minor issue. In fact, I don't even think it's an issue with Barack per se. I support a lot of friends that I do not agree with, but they're for my friends, and they haven't killed anyone, they haven't raped anyone, they haven't molested anyone. I mean, there are different levels of you know things that wrong things that people could do, and I believe that speaking out your mind as a pastor is definitely not a sin or anything that should be held against Barack as to such a heavy extent. But it happens, and the media again is living off of this. They're literally they've run out of anything to do with Spitzer. The tornado in Atlanta was not strong enough, and unless there's some other catastrophic, God forbid, any catastrophic issue, event, tornado, hurricane, whatever, or some other huge political scandal, they're gonna milk this for as long as they can. And they're gonna program it and recycle it over and over and over again. And the question is, and this is really the essence of my video today is: are we, as a country, Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, whether you agree with his policies, whether you're going to vote for this guy in the general election or not? Okay, move Neil. Um, if you're going to vote for him or not, are you willing to at least agree that he's a good person and that he is an American patriot and that he is a great candidate for president of the United States? Again, even if you disagree with his policy, you don't have to vote for him. But are you willing to allow some third party relationship to change your mind about a person that you would like to potentially see as leader of this country? And I guess this question is even a bigger question for those on the fence or for those that are soft Hillary supporters that might be considering crossing over. Because the question I have for you is, do you really believe that Barack Obama hates the United States? Do you really believe that Barack Obama has a racist undertone or underpinning to him? Do you believe that Barack Obama is a black nationalist? Have you seen his policies? Have you seen his work in the Senate? Has anything that he's done over the last 20 years indicate to you anything that associates him to or with anything regarding black nationalism? And if the answer to that is no, then the question I have for you is, how would you allow the media or this situation to cause you not to vote for Barack? So this is again a gut check, and I think it's a very critical time for us as Americans, more so than for Barack. This is bigger than Barack Obama. This is about the media cycling those videos like Barack stated, um, milking this for every ratings point they can. And are we in essence, going to allow this situation to derail a potentially great candidacy for the presidency. Another way of looking at this is, if we as Americans are not ready to distance ourselves from allowing the media to tell us who we believe is a potentially good candidate for president or not, if we allow the media to scare us away from Barack, then the question I have for you is, aren't then we, to some extent, subliminally or subconsciously racist? Are we, in a way, not proving Jeremiah right in those 30-second sound clips to be correct to some extent? Maybe not to that extent, but still to some level, we will be proving that we are not ready to take the next step in terms of our maturity around race relations. So that's just the point I wanted to bring up. And for Barack supporters, the Obama supporters, I've been to South Carolina. I was in Ohio. I was in Pennsylvania last week. We got a lot of supporters in Pennsylvania. Don't think that we're going to lose that state by 20 points. I think maybe this is this issue might be bigger than what it looks like to me, but we're not going to give up. And I am personally dedicated to working 1,000 times harder, and I believe that everyone else who is a supporter should do the same. So, Barack, we're with you. I wanted to just let you know. I know you're not probably ever going to watch this video, but maybe somebody who knows you will. And I know hundreds of people who are, and we're emailing each other, and we're going to call Texas for the delegates. We did some great things in Iowa this weekend, even after the story broke. So even after the story broke, people in Iowa said, I'm not going to go with Hillary, I'm going to go with Barack, when they could have easily walked over. And 6 of his delegates, John Edwards delegates, decided to stay with John Edwards instead of jumping over to Clinton. So, in fact, Clinton lost a delegate in Iowa. So caucuses are important. And let's see how we respond. A measure of any true, of any man or woman is how you respond to an adversity. Sorry, I need a little bit of coffee. But how do you respond during critical times and difficult times? That defines you as a person. And I think that throughout this entire race, you see Barack, at least give him credit for this, whether you agree with him or not. He comes back, he shows a coolness and a steady hand and just a very presidential demeanor. Whether you agree with him politically or not, you gotta give him credit for that. If you don't, you're lying to yourself, and you know you are. Well, thanks a lot, and see you soon.